Hey, welcome back. So, continue our video. So I'm going to explain the LED monitor lamps on the Finder, the ones that are right here. There's three little lamps in here. And they do indicate a couple of following conditions. I tried to show it on here, there's little symbols down there. You could barely see it maybe down there. Obviously, when you're looking at it with your eye, with your naked eye, you can see it like very clear, but I tried to draw it up a little more easier to see. So there's three lights over here, and there's three symbols that appear there, whereas actually four. The first one seems to be like a flash, the second one is like a little battery, this one obviously it seems like a dark light, and obviously the cranking thing. And there's three colors that light up: green, red, and orange. So green, red, and orange. Alright, so we're gonna check out of the probably most common one would be this red one. So this one would be glowing, the red one would glow if two conditions are met. The dark light is in, it's still not taken off of here, and then you're trying to take a photo. And when you're trying to take a photo, I'm not saying that you go all the way down and take a photo. As soon as you touch it a little bit like that, you can see, well, you cannot see, I'm not touching it, but I'm not touching it really hard, and you can see that at least both of those, the green and the red and the orange are lighting up, and we're gonna see why. So this one would mean that the dark light is not being withdrawn, so it's still here, right? So okay, let's take this out. And the camera battery, it seems is good. So the first thing would see this thing is still in, and the camera battery is good. So okay, I'll take this out, and then I tried to see if it gives me an error, and as you can see, it gives me another error, but the red one is not turning on again. So yeah, that was the error that was telling me this thing is inside there. As soon as it's inside there, it will turn on red, and it will tell the battery is good. Now, what if the battery is not actually good? If I try to take the battery out, obviously it doesn't have a battery, so it will not turn on. But when it's actually running low, what would happen is that this red lamp would actually blink, and then it will give you a little beep sound. So it will blink in red, and it will give you a noise, a little beep sound, and it will tell you that is what it means. The battery needs to be replaced. You're running out of battery, and it will blink it, and it will give you a little beep, and that's how you know you need to replace that battery as soon as you can. Alright, next one. Let's see the orange lamp, which is the second most common one, and the green one is you're probably never gonna see the green one light up, but we're gonna see why. The orange one over here, that will be for the cranking. The cranking lever, the cocking lever is not being advanced, or the roll of film holder is not being advanced. So you're trying to take a picture. We're trying to take a picture while there is no readiness to take a photo. So this thing is not advancing, or this thing is not cranked. So okay, I'm making sure that this is cranked, obviously, and I tried to take this photo, but it will still get me that error about the cranking. So I don't have a cranking problem, it's already cranked, but it doesn't have film here, so it's thinking I can still go on and on and on and on until I made the first frame. If I had film, I can do that. Now, this thing does not apply if you're shooting on a multiple exposure mode. So if I go out into the M mode, and then I try to press the button, maybe you can hear that I'm pressing it. Oh, press too much right there. It didn't give me an error, and it actually allowed me to shoot. So it didn't give me the error, it allows me to shoot. Now, the last one, the green light over here. Now this one is a little funky one. There is a little another company called Mets, or there was, I'm not sure, and they used to make like little modules to attach to this camera, and that would be here. You see, this thing has normally the hot shoes has two signals, two little dots. This down in front of the base, and this one in the middle. And when you trigger, it will let something here know that it's triggering, so you can trigger the flash at the same time. But it also has this little dot down here, And what this guy is in there for is that this system was designed in to complement another company called Mets. It's Mets slash Mamiya interface module SCA395. When this module is attached to the flash shoe, which is this one here, and it's connected to certain mesh flash units, so it has to be a mesh flash unit with the mesh module in here, and it has to be certain of them. The LED will glow, the green LED will glow to indicate that the unit's flash is ready. Game over, the end. So basically they put a whole LED, a whole LED over here, just to let you know that your Mets flash is ready. And I haven't seen that LED ever being on because I don't have a Mets flash system and I don't connect any modules in here to work with the Mets flash. I mean, sounds like a great idea, but yeah, I have never seen it useful. I would like to see something else in here. So yeah, that there should be a green light, but I never seen it. Alright, so moving on, let's go on this video with the electronic warning sounds, because that's the other kind of thing over here. So if the dark slide is taken out and the release is depressed but the shower would not fire, and then you can see a beeping sound, there could be something going on. So you take this off, right, and you try to take a picture. Oh, I'm sorry, it's an M. Alright, you take a picture and it doesn't let you. So what would be the reason that this thing would beep? So okay, if the speed dial is set on AEF mode, in the AEF mode right there, and the AE finder is or an RC lens is not attached, then that will give you an error. Or if an RB lens is mounted on the camera and this is in AEF mode, what is this? It's automatic exposure kind of thing. So it does have the automatic kind of exposure thing with the, but you have to have that AE prism kind of thing. It's another viewfinder where you look it through the side like that, and that has some electronics on it, and you can control. You use it on AEF, and from over here it will decide on the speed based on the exposure level, brightness that it sees. So if that thing doesn't have, it's not connected, and you're trying to shoot, it may give you a couple of beeps if you took out your dark slide. You know. So right, so the speed dial is set on AEF, but there is the AE finder, the viewfinder that goes over here is not connected, or there is not an RC lens attached to the camera, or there is an RB lens on the camera. It will give you a specific sound, and let's hear it. I don't have this thing up here, and I have it on AEF. So when I press this thing, and I hope you guys can hear it, see, it gives me 3 little beeps, and that's how the camera talks. So that could be one of the warnings, and it just means that you don't have the cool viewfinder that is connected with the controls down here, or you don't have a lens that is compatible with that signals. You have the RB lenses that you can put in this camera, but it will not be able to communicate. So it's a matter of that kind of thing. If you have it set it up here. How do you solve it? Well, put the AEF finder or put an RC lens, and or just take a speed dial away from AEF and just use another speed that you can use, or the RBL for the actual lens. Alright, so if the speed dial is set on RBL, there you go, but an RC lens is attached, it will give you the same error. See, I have an RBL now, but this is an RC lens, and it gives you that error. Same error. So you hear, oh my god, it's beeping, what's it doing? Well, check on this, AEF or RBL. It's something that is maybe not compatible, right? When the battery is actually running out, it will blink the red light on here, the red monitor lamp. It will blink a couple of times, and it will give you that beeping sound telling you to replace the battery. And that's pretty much it. There is one more sound that would happen with this camera system, and I'm gonna try to recreate it. And it has to deal with the dial as well. So if you're shooting the B mode, the strobe mode, this camera has a maximum 1 minute aperture. I'm not sure if the new camera, the Pro II has a different limit or not, but at least the Pro II has a 1 minute limit. So if you want to do like a whole, maybe you're in the middle of a dark night and you want to do like a 30-minute exposure, yeah, no, you can't. And it will give you this warning, alright? So I have the B, I'm doing a multiple exposure, and if you press the shutter, right, oh, it's not correct up, there you go. You press the shutter, and as long as you're holding it, obviously because it's in B, on that bulb mode, if I release it, it will finish the exposure. Right now it's exposuring the film that it's not in there, but it will be continuously opening, right? So the camera all this time, as long as this is pressed, as long as the shutter is going on, it needs to send a signal to the lens to actually return to its closed position to finish the exposure. But it will not do it as long as I have this on, and because it's draining the battery. I don't know, it has a limit of 1 minute. I'm still not sure what's going on, but around the mark of the 55 seconds it will give you a couple of beeps, and then after 5 seconds, there you go. See, I didn't do anything. It beeps for the last 5 seconds, and then it automatically closes the exposure, and that's it. I'm not exposing, but I'm still pressing this thing. That's it. It closed up on me. So that's the other beep that you could hear probably if you're doing, like, if you want to put it on B mode and you're planning to do like a 2 minute or 10-minute exposure, maybe some stars moving or something, and you see like it will give you a beep and then it will shut the photo down. That's what it is. It's a limit on the camera. It's a maximum 1 minute B exposure mode, and this will help also applies the same applies at B setting when the mirror up photo is done. So when you do this up here, even if you're trying to do that, it will still when you put the mirror up location so it doesn't vibrate or whatever, it will still limit you to the 1 minute. So those are the couple of beeps that you can hear. We couldn't hear the battery draining out because I don't have a draining battery right now, but believe me, it blinks and it gives you a couple of beeps. And obviously the long minute and the beep beep beep, that has to do with the RBL lens and the lens not being able to communicate with the camera body. Alright, see you next video.